Bass Guy Show is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Montreal, Canada. Just visit bassguyshow.com. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to the Bass Guy Show, episode 1132. Streaming live. Please stop. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're well wherever you are in the world. I'm looking over here because over there I'm reading the live chat board and we have our good friend It's Billy D from Connecticut, and he's off work today because he's been working too hard this decade. You don't want to work too hard. You might get space goblins. You gotta be careful. Today's show is brought to you by Enlightenment Industries. We also have Lynn here from Texas. And if we look out our window, you'll see that we're here in Montreal, eh? And there's a new bird cage on the bird feeder. But it's not for imprisoning the birds, don't worry. It's actually a suet feeder. And I think it's going to take probably a couple of months if we're going to be so lucky to be graced with a woodpecker. Who knows, maybe, and gives me a chance to get all the sound and everything ready. And after Frankie calls, I'll be playing a song. Usually I play one song, but today I'll be playing 2.5 songs. And the format that I choose is to warm up with a little kind of improv jam, and then we're going to go into a song and then into another song. So now it's time. You can hear the phone ringing. How was your weekend?
Great so far. Did you hear about that? Somebody is selling pirated version of Windows 10 Pro key on Amazon for $12 Canadian, and then somebody down put the product key ends up with pirated Windows 10, and the price says Windows not activated. And things like that. That guy's not a nice guy.
No, someone's selling a fake copy of Windows on the internet for $12, Frankie.
Those guys are not nice people.
Oh, you gotta trust people. You gotta only trust nice people, like the Bass Guy Show. Don't buy anything fake online. Like we're offering the Bass Guy Show on VHS now, so you gotta trust your source, and all that kind of stuff.
I just did a further search on Google. It's confirmed pirated according to Google.
Okay, so there's bad people doing bad stuff online, right, Frankie?
That means that they'll go to jail sooner or later.
Van Goat is here. Remember our friend Van?
Yeah.
And Van's with his son Dub. And Dub, I think, has a question for you. He's going to ask. Can you say hi to Dub?
Hi, Doug. I'm doing great.
So
There's going to be a snowstorm in Iowa on Halloween. And Wisconsin and all these places in northern Ontario, they're getting a snowstorm. In Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota.
Wow, so the snow's starting to kick into high gear.
Yes, all across the Midwest United States already.
So here's a question from Van Gogh's son, Dub. He's saying, Frankie McDonald, what do cirrus clouds tell us?
Cirrus clouds are different types of clouds, like cumulus clouds that can trigger severe thunderstorms in the summertime.
And there's
then it starts in a diagram to get the light rain, then moderate rain, then heavy rain, then small hail, then in between heavy rain and small hail, that's heavy rain mixed in with small hail. Then it's medium-sized hail, then it's large hail, then it's tornado, then it's dry slot.
Well, there you go, Dub. Lots of different clouds, eh? There's like alto cumulus and cirrus and nimbus. What kind of clouds? So what are cirrus clouds? Are they kind of medium height? Are they super high or low?
It's super high. It's like a different type of clouds.
Different type of clouds, a super high clouds. I guess like spy planes and things like that have to fly up really high in the atmosphere too, right?
Yes, so those jets, they create their homemade clouds.
BG, being under the weather today, I might as well get put in the garbage, says Billy D.
A guy walked down and fell on a mountain. He goes, boom, 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 boom. And the ambulance goes, They say, okay, doctor, this guy's off work, bro. Put him in the dumpster back of the hospital. Then police will show up and say, doctor, you're under arrest.
Put him in the garbage. Put him in the garbage. Put him in the garbage. Put him in the garbage.
Just imagine, guy had an operation. If he put a hand on the foot and the feet on the arm.
What's that, Frankie? What did the guy do?
Just imagine a doctor performed an operation to put the feet on the arm and hand on the leg. How much trouble doctor be in?
All right, he's gonna step on his arms and legs and pin him down, and then throw him in the garbage because he couldn't fix them.
How much trouble doctor be in?
The doctor would be so much trouble that he would go to jail, and CBC and NBC, all the media would be involved
Because
the doctor was so much trouble because you can't be putting people in the garbage like that. You got to fix them.
just imagine Donald Trump got a pirate version of Windows. And just imagine if Donald Trump bought a copy of pirate version of Windows 10 Enterprise, and if he put it on his computer, that means
What would that mean if he had an illegal copy?
if a president put a legal copy on his computer, what does that mean?
That means he'd be in a lot of trouble. I'd probably throw that guy in the garbage too. He'd throw the Microsoft in the garbage.
Donald Trump will be taking a temper on TV.
We have Van and Billy, and people are saying that your comedy makes them happy and it makes their day, Frankie. You're making people happy.
And did you hear about that Greta was in Vancouver last Friday? And
Yeah,
Greta,
what happened? Tell us all about it.
she was doing the climate. She couldn't get on the BC Fair because of fossil fuels.
Putting the cat over here.
Greta's different than anybody else.
How is Greta different, Frankie?
She doesn't like fossil fuels.
You know who else doesn't like fossil fuels? Scarlet the cat, because cats need clean air to breathe.
Yes, they do. And did you hear about that? And Greta's getting tired of it.
Yeah, but Greta's tired of people consuming and all the pollution. There is a lot of cars and pollution. You can taste it in the air. I think today India is at an extremely high level of pollution.
And California's getting a lot of fires.
I saw on the weather that on the west side of India in the ocean, there's a hurricane or something like that, and it's sucking all the clouds out of India. But India has no rain right now, and there's a lot of pollution.
And did you hear about that? And California's been getting a lot of forest fires.
Billy D says Bill Gates is the richest man in the world once again.
Because it's Jeff Bezos.
So, Billy, what were you saying about the fires in California? I was just watching that on the TV.
It's burning a lot of fires. Just like I sent Bill Gates a copy of my book back in January.
We're hoping that Billy D feels better soon. Billy D's a little down under the weather, and he's been working too many hours. What do you have to do to unwind and recharge, Frankie?
Relax.
What can Billy do to recharge and make himself feel better and everything? Any advice?
Relax. Take your time.
There you go. You heard it from the master. You're at the Mayflower Mall right now, Frankie.
Yes. And did you hear about that? And it's been getting a lot of severe weather, like fires in California. And I heard in Siberia is going to turn extremely cold next month, going down to minus 30 degrees in Yakutsk, Omyankon, even Magadan. In Israel, might even get snow. In Egypt, might even get snow this year.
Do you think it'll snow on the pyramids again?
Yeah.
It rained a lot here just now. In Montreal, it rained a lot on Sunday. It was really cold and raining, and today it's a bit cloudy and stuff.
And they're predicting cold air might go all the way down Miami. And Miami, Florida might even get snow once again.
So there's a lot going on in the world right now, Frankie? There's a lot of protests. A lot of young people are upset with the way the world is going, I guess.
What about the Russians? They're not interested in that. Russia, China, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and all those former Soviet countries, and Vietnam and North Korea, they're not interested in that at all.
I've been watching documentaries on Quebec politics, like the October crisis and things like that.
What about another country, Laos? They're not interested in climate change either.
And I just started, Frankie, watching a documentary about what was it called again? The Bay of Pigs and everything. The Cold War, when it escalated, when John F. Kennedy was president. That I forget who was the Russian president in 1962.
Must have been must be Gorbachev.
Yeah, and I think he was a grumpy old man, and he wanted to destroy capitalism, and John F. Kennedy wanted to increase capitalism, and Russia put their nuclear weapons in Cuba, and so we sent our boats down, and
those guys must have worked at Gorbachev, must assassinate JFK.
Yeah, And there's a lot of nuclear weapons, so they told the children if there's a nuclear bomb goes off to duck and cover. Just that was the 50s, but go underneath your desk.
Yeah, and then Joseph Stalin was a former leader of the Soviet Union before Gorbachev.
History is fascinating, but history seems to be written by the people that won. Talking about the Oka Christ and the First Nations. You see, Frankie, wherever Greta's going, she's inviting the First Nations to speak first. Why is she getting the First Nations to speak first?
They're still going to make my area soon enough.
Because I guess the point is that before we came here to fight each other, this land, all of North America, was already inhabited by the First Nations, wasn't it?
And up around northern Nunavut must have been originally from Russia.
And here in the 90s, when I was in high school, Frankie, there was the Oka crisis. They hundreds of years ago, they forced all the First Nations out of Montreal and put them on a little bit of land here. And then they kicked them off of that, too, and wanted to build a golf course. You should really check out the Oka crisis on YouTube, everybody. It's shocking. Hello, I'm Bass Guy. How's it going, sir?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm talking to my mate Frankie McDonald in the Mayflower Mall, right?
He's the Sydney legend here.
It's the international legend world.
Yeah, he's famous all over the world. We're talking to him on our internet show in Montreal, live on the air. How did you meet Frankie?
I'm from 6 hours away, but we watch him all the time on YouTube.
Wow, so everybody knows him, eh?
Yeah, I'm just in town for a couple days with work, so I just seen him here at the mall.
Are you from Halifax?
Pardon me?
Are you from Halifax?
An hour west of Halifax in the Annapolis Valley.
Okay, and I guess the two most famous things over there are Frankie McDonald and the Trailer Park Boys.
That's right, yep.
It's a beautiful part of the world and beautiful part of the country.
And Rita McNeil's dead.
And Rita passed away, yep.
Oh, wow. So, well, make sure, sir, that you get something to eat at the food court. I hear Mario's Pizza is really good this time of the year.
Give me a good thumbs up, buddy.
You do the commercial for the Robin Slim Show.
Okay, so when are you on the Robin Slim Show, Frankie?
Wednesday, November 20th, 2019 at 10 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so we'll do a commercial live, and then we're going to cut it up, and I'll post it, and then you'll share it later, right?
Yes.
But you also got to, in the advertisement, Frankie, you got to tell people to also watch the Bass Guy Show, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. On your mark, let me do some music to introduce it, and then we'll go, okay? So on your marks, get set. Okay, go.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm going to be on the Robin Slim Show on Wednesday, November 20th, 2019 at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. You can also subscribe to Bass Guy Show on YouTube. Everyone subscribe to Bass Guy Show on YouTube. Go watch the Bass Guy Show on YouTube as well. Everyone, the whole world, go watch the Bass Guy Show on YouTube. Go subscribe to Bass Guy Show on YouTube and click notifications and get notifications for Bass Guy Show as well.
I'm looking forward to your appearance on the Robin Slim Show. They're really awesome guys. What about the Driz? Who's the Driz?
He's the guy from the Robin Slim.
And there you go. Check out Frankie McDonald coming up soon on the Rob and Slim Show. Thanks, Frankie. Okay, so I'll cut that up later and we'll turn that into a little advertisement, right?
Yes. And did you hear? And I got news for you. There's always somebody selling Pirate Coffee windows out there.
Yeah, Billy D says once he got his hand stuck in a pickle jar. I once broke a pickle jar and it cut my wrist open when I was a kid. I was in a little pickle jar accident.
And did you hear about that? There's always somebody selling Pirate Coffee's windows on Amazon. They're getting people's computers infected.
That's like when you go to the market and people are selling movies and stuff like that, eh? Like fake movies.
Those guys will be in a lot of trouble down in the States. The police will come at their door.
My cat wants out the window, so just give me 10 seconds here, Frankie. Can you tell us about the weather in Montreal this week?
From Montreal, supposed to get a lot of rain on Thursday as well. Even up to Toronto, it's going to bring more snow in Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Iowa. It's going to bring more rain in Japan. It's going to bring colder weather in Siberia next month, and it's going to bring more cold weather in Europe too.
Dakota, that's First Nations name, isn't it? I need to learn all about that. I'm studying right now. Isn't YouTube amazing, Frankie? You can just pick any subject and learn about it.
Yes. It's like a guy tried to eat 50 hot dogs at once. I did that video on May 21st, 2012. Got 1.4 million views. And guy dancing being chased by gorilla uploaded back in early July 2016. Now has 1 million views.
Well, like that guy who came to say hi to you, you're famous all over the world, Frankie. You have millions and millions of views. You're a big deal on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Let's read the wall here. It's Billy says Sloppy rules. I think Sloppy's busy today with some appointments. And we have Van Goat saying, I'm glad I found this show on YouTube. Bass Guy is pretty cool. And then Billy D says, Bass Guy has improved my life. Why do people like the Bass Guy show sometimes?
Because that's the way you are. And that's why a lot of your friends like Bass Guy show. There's a lot of your friends in the States that like the Bass Guy show. Do we have any Bass Guy fans in UK?
Well, yeah, we used to. There was a guy called Talking Ape who's a carpenter, but after 5 years, things move on, eh? People move on. You told me that even people move on from Frankie McDonald's a long time ago.
Yes.
Because life just moves on. So
Plank 99.
Yeah, and then Dogs and Wolves was your new YouTube username because once you got chased by 2 dogs. Can you tell us about that experience?
2 dogs chased me down Victoria Road in the pier on October 24th, 2018. 2008.
Billy D is asking if Bass Guy has a website. We're actually working on it right now. All we have available is this one video cassette of the Bass Guy show, but Larry...
Yes, did you hear about that? When I saw loose dogs down the street last week, I had to walk backwards really slow and face the dog.
All right, so you saw the dog and you knew that you don't want to panic because dogs sense fear, right?
I had to walk backwards very slowly. I had to be real quiet, not make any noise, and face the dog.
Yeah, you have to step back quietly and be careful. I haven't watched a film in a long time, but when I went for a walk, the woods in Canada reminded me of the film The Reverend, if that's how you say it, The Reverend with Leonardo DiCaprio. Have you seen that film?
Yeah, I seen that in 2016. That's a long time ago. It takes place in First Nations.
That's right, about how people...
Deepwater Horizon when Mike Williams worked in the oil rigs. And
so even back then...
Oil spill in the Gulf Coast like the oil workers.
What about the oil workers, Frankie?
Oil workers from Mike Williams from the Deepwater Horizon.
So yeah, people back then, like there was fur traders and the Coeur de Bois and Americans and French and the British, and people were going over to hunt for fur, for pelts, for fur, and there was lots of killing and murder and death, and it was all so that people could have top hats in London, so that people could have fur hats in Europe, just so they could look good. Aren't people silly sometimes?
What?
I think it was pretty silly to just do all that destruction and death and damage just to make hats for rich people. It's a bit silly.
Yeah. And did you hear about that? What happened to Jeff Bezos of Amazon?
What happened to him, Frankie?
Is he still the richest man in the world?
So how rich is he? He must have like at least like, I don't know, like $1 million or something?
100 billion.
100 billion. What do you do with 100 billion anything? He can't use all that money. He should share it. They should share it.
And he's a busy guy.
He's busy all the time. What about Elon Musk and his Tesla cars? They're all over the place. He almost went under. His business almost failed, but it worked, and he showed the world that we can go electric. In style. Electric cars, Frankie, have been around for like 30 or 40 years. We just haven't done anything about it because the old grumpy men want to sell their oil.
That means Greta's getting tired of that.
So where do you think Greta's going to go this week on Friday? It's going to get cold soon. She'll have to go home, but she can't fly. So how's she going to get home in the winter? I think she should be able to fly home. It's just making a point. You don't have to take it all. So, I've been in the tallest tree in Costa Rican rainforest.
They should invent electric planes.
What's about that? Oh, electric planes. That would be cool. I didn't even think about that.
Like the electric airplanes. They should have a hybrid airplanes.
So, Frankie, how many years have you been calling? How long have you been calling into the Bass Guy show now?
2017, 2016.
Wow, so like 2.5 years. That's a lot of. And you call in every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, don't you?
Yeah.
What did you have for your? Before we go, what did you have for your lunch today?
I had a hamburger. And did you hear with that? My next appearance on Robinson Show, November 20th.
Yeah, we're gonna do that commercial. So is it all dressed with pickles?
What?
Did you have pickles in your hamburger?
No pickles.
I like pickles in a sandwich and stuff like that. I've cut down my meat eating. I still eat
was on
meat, but
another radio show, Trevor's Happy Hour, on Friday.
I still eat meat, but like only like once every 2 weeks or something. I'm trying to like reduce everything and try to be a good boy. So wait, Billy D says, Frankie, wait, I can drive my electric car in Europe, to Europe.
That means that they can't drive from North America to Europe at all.
Do you think one day they'll build a tunnel like under the ocean?
It's going to be really hard.
I went in the Euro Channel. I went in a tunnel underneath between England and France, and your car goes into a train, and then the train takes you across. It takes like an hour.
Donald Trump got a big ego in his head.
Donald Trump has a big ego in his head. He's full of himself. He's shouting off his mouth, and he's actually like appearing to be delusional lately. I think he lies like 100 times a day.
Joseph Stalin had a big ego in his head, same with Vladimir Putin, Fidel Castro before he died, and same with former leader of China. He had a big ego and said, same with supreme leader of North Korea like Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, now Kim Jong-un. They got a big ego in his head.
Yeah, they care about their own needs first. And the presidents of the world should be working for the people, right? The people in power, like the police, the government, all that kind of stuff, the army, they're working for the people, not we're working for them. So
Dictator Venezuela got a big ego in his head now, too.
Lots of people can have. People just think egos can be like just for certain kinds of people, but you can be a doctor or a lawyer or an artist and have a huge ego too. So you got to be nice to people, don't you?
Venezuela, dictators not nice to people.
Billy D says Donald and Biff are related.
Yeah, and Venezuela, what about Venezuela? They got a dictator there now. They're not nice to people.
Yeah, there's a lot of turmoil going on in the world right now, so we have to all, communicate and talk to each other and try and work stuff out, reconciliation and sharing the world's wealth and doing things to protect the world. There's too many cars. We got to calm down and fix things. It's not a joke. It's not fiction. It's actually science. We're polluting the world, and it's getting out of control now.
What about the scientists in Antarctica doing research? What about the people at South Pole Station and McMurdo Station and all those research stations in Antarctica?
Well, I think a lot of people are focusing on sports and entertainment and funny stuff and politics and Donald Trump and people are not listening to scientists.
What about the Antarctic scientists in Antarctica?
You don't see scientists on TV, like not often. No one knows their names. They don't have egos. They're just interested in the science. So, science, man. We got to focus on the science. It's really important. We got to put our minds and our efforts together, and we got to listen to the science. Hey, Frankie.
Yeah, what about the people working research stations in Antarctica?
Oh, it must be extremely, extremely cold down there, like minus 50.
Minus 90.
Minus 90. How long could a human being last in minus 90 if they had no
Not
clothes
that
on?
long.
Yeah. Imagine Billy D there without his pants. That's crazy. Hey, one of your friends is here. Drew Wonderling is here saying, "What's up, Frankie?"
Hi, Drew. How you doing? I'm doing great so far. It's down in Antarctica. The ice gets breaking off in Antarctica, things like that.
Drew, where are you from again? Is Drew from the bar or something like that? And where is he from? Here's a question for you. Drew Wonderling is saying, Frankie, how do you like the laptop?
Great so far. My laptop works great. it already came in with Windows 10 Pro pre-installed.
A legit copy, right? Like the real deal. We did a GoFundMe on the Bass Guys show for Frankie McDonald, and his fans, Frankie's fans, raised over 6,000 Canadian dollars to get him a laptop for his weather reports.
I just doing monitoring the weather on a laptop.
Oh, I was just talking about the guy I mistaken for Drew. It's Rob Preston is here.
Rob Preston's from Sydney, Nova Scotia. He's down at the Steel City.
Hello, let's give a warm welcome to Drew and to Rob Preston in Steel City in Sydney, Nova Scotia, who they actually know Frankie. Where do you go on Tuesday nights, Frankie?
On Wednesday nights, I went to karaoke at the Steel City and dance and things like that.
Do you dance and sing songs?
Yes.
What songs did you sing, Frankie?
Teachers by the Presidents of the United States of America. I did the same thing on Trevor's Happy Hour, another radio show.
Going to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches, they were coming to can. They were put there by a man downtown the factory, far away.
That means I'll be doing the Gary Dino show Wednesday as well, and I'll be doing the Robert Slim show November 20th.
We have a question from Drew, but I'll answer it for you, Frankie, if you don't mind. He's saying, what did Frankie have for lunch? And he had a hamburger with no pickle.
Just a plain hamburger.
Billy D in Connecticut is asking, Frankie McDonald, how did the Screaming Eagles do over the weekend?
They're in third place in Atlantic Division now. They lost against Sherbrooke Phoenix on Saturday.
Well, having you call into the Bass Guy show is my favorite part of the week, Frankie. Will you call back on Wednesday?
Yes, I'm Frankie McDonald. You're listening to Bass Guy Radio Show.
Thanks, Frankie. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, the world-famous Frankie McDonald, live on the Bass Guy show.
Order your pizzas and order your Chinese food. Buy cakes, the Pepsi, buy cakes, the Coca-Cola.
Josh. Thanks for watching my little show today. I'm glad you enjoyed the Fretless Bassline. Please share this with your friends.
Install the oscillograph, because once the messages are recorded on film, no one can accuse us of garbage. Well, Mr. President, I said I'd never voluntarily quit a message, but I was wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the world famous Sock Cop in the room with us. Welcome, Sock Cop. Love you, buddy. So glad you're here. Just having a little jam.
reach us from our base on Earth. The Earthlings refuse to accept your ultimatum, sir.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces, worn out faces, riding early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. The tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. On my head I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Large in your world, children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew BG, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I kind of find it sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. Find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in once, it's a very, very. I've got squirrels in my head, having a hard time singing. My mouth is dry from my pain medication, and I suck. Mad world.
signatures from our base on Earth. The Earthlings refuse to accept your ultimatum, sir.
Isn't this show ridiculous? So I felt like playing music today. That's what I do when I'm feeling down. I just think, hey man, I'm going to play some music, because sometimes we're always doing like show and tell and videos and talking, and it's I think I'm comfortable with the new format of doing the weather first, waiting 10 minutes and then doing the weather first, and then we can just jam and have a little bit of fun. Let me read the chat board, because I know I missed a lot of stuff. Then we'll do show and tell and song of the day and then go. I don't want to keep you too long. Josh is in and out today. That's fine, Josh. Hope you're well. And we have Van Gogh and Billy talking. Joshua's got to go. Joshua's saying, gotta run, gotta pick up the kid from school early. Time to be super dad. Everybody have a wicked awesome day. It's a really big shoe, says Billy D. You're watching the Bass Guy Show. We're huge in Slovakia. And it's my little joke there. And if you want to find us, you can go to bassguyshow.com. If you like this show and you want to help support the show, there's only one way to do that now, and that's by actually going to my website, and there's a donate button there, and you can help donate. We've had a lot of expenses the last little while. We bought a new drum set, bird feeder, built the wall behind us, brand new internet for a third time. And the show costs a couple $100 a month, and right now we're down in the hole. We have about $3.45 in my real life bank account. I'm not afraid to admit it. I have no money, but I'm happy because I have good friends, and I have a place where I can make music. So I'm very happy and grateful. It'd be nice to, I don't know, go to La Ronde and get an ice cream or something, but maybe next month. Who knows? Thank you for supporting the Bass Guy Show if you wish to. All you do is go to bassguyshow.com. It's pretty complicated. There's lots of science involved. What you have to do is go to your URL, whatever it's called, and put in bassguyshow.com. And then from there, you'll have to look around the page. Try not to accidentally press the HTML button that opens the code in Google, because then your mainframe will probably take up too much of your CPU if you have too many pages open. So you want to make sure that you don't get confused by the algorithms or the data patterns that are fluxing into your device through radioactive waves from your Wi-Fi. So how do you get to your website, dude? What is it again? Wow, Bass Guy Show has just been rated #1 in Lithuania. It's time to do show and tell. As I said, I went for a walk. I like to go out and film what I'm doing for you guys and put the film together, and it's fun. And we went for a walk in Rigo. If you want to look up in a map, Rigo. It's a nice place in out off the island of Montreal, going west. And we went up a little hill and we went for a walk, and we brought hot soup in a thermos and some sandwiches, and we sat down and we ate at the top of the mountain with all the little birdies and shit. So here's Song of the Day with a theme song written by Jeeves Stones.
Show and tell, it's what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
So we have Sock Cop saying he gets it here. Hey Sock, I got the Bass Guy Show is now available on VHS or something. And that's in case you can't figure out the internet or whatever. I'll send that over to you. Here's show and tell. Here's our walk that we went on for BB's birthday. It's 2 minutes long. So there's show and tell, and Sock Cop is the one that taught me how to do that. Sock made me a thing with a pickle on the moon, and the bass guy show Flag, which we will be featuring again. He made me figure out that you can green screen without using a green screen. You can just go find footage like these guys doing construction work, and then you can green screen them out and whatnot. And also things like, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a bird on the very left-hand corner of the screen. That's his name is Wee Birdie, because he's a wee birdie. And you can like find stuff that's green screened and then put the green screen effect on and get rid of the green color, and you can do fun stuff like this. Maybe we can get him to yell at people. We'll shrink him down and we'll see if he can yell at people on the street. So it's not Friday yet though, so we just kind of screwed that up. So I've been having fun learning how to green screen and whatnot using that kind of stuff. So thank you, Sock, for that. It's pretty complicated actually. You see, what you got to do is you... Man.
Most of our secret agents and their top scientists have resumed work on their great spaceship. What?
There's my spaceship coming in. So you see, I'm just having fun with sound and music and audio, and that's what it should be like. Like you have phones and harmonicas and green screens and gadgets and drum sets, and you put that over there, and then you do the thing, and then you twist that around, and then you put it on the internet, and like 3 people watch it. So Sock is saying, them woods look beautiful. Holy cow, I want to go for a walk like that. Well, it's easy, Sock. You just, you use your legs, your feet. You probably want to wear undergarments and pants. If you're Billy D, you can just use a towel or something. You want to wear good shoes. Make sure you have good, comfortable shoes. And then you just make your feet go, and you move by feet. And it's a really nice thing to do that I think a lot of us don't do enough, is just do it on your own. You don't need to ask your permission from your wife or your husband or your doctor. Or anything. You just open the door, lock the door, make sure the oven's off, and then you just go for a walk. And then you look at things, and you're not in a rush. You're not going to buy things. You don't need to be anywhere. It's actually good to get away from people a little bit. Just take a people break and go look at the trees. And then you don't even have to walk. You can just stand there, or you could sit down, and you just stand in the nature, and then the nature comes to you. And it's true. Like if you keep walking, you might be like missing a lot of stuff. You just stop, and then all of a sudden you look around, and there's like little bugs and little birds and trees and fresh air. And then that gets rid of all the depression and anxiety and panic attacks and the loathing fear, the impending doom of our existential existence. You're watching the Bass Guy Show, now with more and less content. Give us a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. And Larry, you jerk! Yo. Watching the Bass Guy Show. He's this crazy guy that talks a lot of shit on the internet. Subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, and 1 million puppies will become all happy and stuff. And you can like this show. Give us a thumbs up. Hello, Dwayne Rammer. Dwayne Rammer is here. Coach Ray, how you doing? Welcome, Coach Ray. I hope you're well. Coach Ray is in Philadelphia, and I got to get my stuff together. I've been really working on the show hard, and everybody works hard, but you know, I wish my goal is to try and get 1,000 subscribers, because once you do that, YouTube lets you have super chat, and then once you have super chat, people can donate, and then once people like the show and donate, then I can, like, you know, paint the wall orange and whatever. So time for our last segment of the day. Love you, Coach. Love you, Billy. Love you, everybody here. And our last segment is Song of the Day, featuring one of the songs off my album, I have 30 albums available on bassguyshow.com. And if you go check it out, it's definitely a real scream. So we're going to do Song of the Day right now. This is off an album called Core Open Day. And Core Open Day, there's where you can get it. I'm going to put it on the chat board so you can get the link and listen to it. And that was when we opened up a new studio in Glasgow, Scotland around 2003. And Robert Henderson on trumpet, and some guy came on the didgeridoo, and we had a real fun day that day. So here you go. Here's Core. This is called Do Groove. Thank you for watching The Bass Guy Show. I'm right inside your mind. This is a live one-take jam. We're just jamming. Amazing drummer. The drummer's name is Rick Chandler. He's incredible. He does like a London drum and bass and house and trap and all that. So there you go. That's the Bass Guy Show, and that song was called Do Groove. Some guy came in with a didgeridoo, and Rick on drums and myself on 6-string bass jammed along. The trumpet wasn't on that song. That's available on my music website, jackcasey.bandcamp.com. If you like that, I put the link on the board as well, on the chat board. And that's our shoe. I hope you enjoyed it today. Hello to D Crumholes. He's saying I'm 21-12 behind TD. Hey BG, so maybe you're behind a bit. Dwayne is saying for the record, Rammer is pronounced Raymer. Okay, Coach. So it's Dwayne. I keep saying Dwayne Rammer. I'm sorry, Coach. It's Dwayne Raymer. And Dwayne is also nicknamed Coach Ray. And Coach called us like 5 years ago from a high school that he was coaching in. And this little like 5-6-year-old kid was breakdancing on the floor. And Coach Ray's friend was there. And Coach Ray's friend said, "You know what? I like the Bass Guy Show. It's real and honest. This is the best show in the world." And I'll never forget that phone call. And then Coach Ray used to call in with his friend who would shoot basketballs from the 3-point line or whatever, and he would go in the hoop. So thanks for watching today, Coach. I always love it when you're around. And Sock Cop too. I've noticed lately that a lot of the old bass gang has been seeping back in, which is always nice. It's always nice to see old friends. And our main goal here is to have a little bit of fun. We're watching a cam here right now. This is live on the internet, not the, well, it's both live, the bird feeder. But down below is a camera in Africa, and they've got night vision. And this is in Africa, and trying to keep my eye out for some of the big five. Like I saw a cheetah before. I was watching it this morning. I like to watch live streams while I'm getting my show ready. I usually watch Al Jazeera and then go see whatever anyone else is doing on YouTube. And it's kind of funny because most people on YouTube are just streaming stolen television or something like that, and not a lot of people doing stuff. But I found one lady who paints and makes art objects, and this one's pretty cool. And they talk to you. If you go onto you can see there the mouse, it's live, and there's a chat board there. You can say hello and talk to the people and whatnot. So actually, let's try that. What I'm going to do right now is, before we go, because just have a little bit of fun here, is where do I go? Put the front camera on. I'm going to open up YouTube. So the computer's probably slowing down a little bit right now. Yeah, it's crashing. How's it going, everybody? Did you enjoy the show today? Did you have a good time? We have, we have Brexit, and the House of Commons is going on right now. So remember, if you want to, what I'm doing here is I put the video to 360 and I close the chat.
Tonight, we're offering them more time. They then say they want an early general election. Well,
Brexit.
The way they get an early general election is by voting for the motion tonight. They get more time to scrutinise the withdrawal agreement bill, so at least they'll fulfil part of their promise 2 years ago. And then they'll get their early general election on December the 12th, whereby then they can put forward the programme that they wish and see where the people go. On the other hand,
so the last I heard is that Brexit is going to be, they keep moving the date, so they're going to have a new deal for pulling out of Europe in the year 2057. So I can see here right now, my machine just said that it can't handle what I'm doing. I'm doing too much stuff. And apparently President Trump is live in Chicago, so let's tune into that. And this is a little thing I'd like to learn to do, is to be able to tune in and see what the hell is going on in the world. I think Trump is about to talk.
The law enforcement spirit. They represent who we are as a profession and what
live.
we stand for. That we get up every single day doing something greater than ourselves. And thank you to IACP and your leadership for everything that you do. And thank you to you, the leaders of law enforcement, for supporting and doing what you do best, supporting the men and women who get up every single day, put the badge on their chest, and safeguard this country. Thank you for what you do. And Mr. President, thank you, Mr. President, for your support. I know this man personally, and when he says he loves us, it's sincere, it's heartfelt, and he means it. Thank you, Mr. President. Because of our president's support as a law enforcement profession, we are stronger for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you both. Two great people.
This is Donald Trump live. He's a really smart guy. He got a small loan of $1 million from his father.
All of the law enforcement partners across the Western Hemisphere, thank you for helping shut down the smugglers, traffickers, and coyotes. Who would have ever thought in this modern age, human traffickers, you think of it as an ancient crime. It's more prevalent today because of the internet. You understand that well, than ever before all over the world. As my administration works tirelessly to protect our borders, we face an onslaught from far-left activists who want to erase America's borders and nullify our federal laws.
The evil, bad left people like Greta, because she's so evil. She's got a mastermind plan to destroy capitalism and the world. So look out. But kudos to all the police departments around the world. Life is complicated. But as far as Donald Trump goes, I think the guy's insane. He's completely insane. He's the biggest ego I've ever seen in my life. And a lot of people can't wait to see him go. I got this badge talking about the police and everything from my friend Jeev. He's a deputy in Oklahoma. And he actually sent me this. So I'm his junior deputy sheriff. And he says that I can go out and tell people to stop at the stop sign. Let's wait for the next car to go through the stop sign, and then we'll end the show. So right where those signs are, there's stop signs at all the corners, and often people just go right through. So we'll wait for one more car and see how it drives. Thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show. Sorry for talking so much and going on. Our show is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you like the show, you can always go to bassguyshow.com and help us out there. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. No cars. There's no cars. So there's our little Friday gimmick thing there. Anyway, I gotta go. Take care, everybody. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. The Bass Guy Show is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Montreal, Canada. Just visit bassguyshow.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on youtube.com/bassguy. Every single episode of the show features Frankie McDonald calling in live from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Our social media is Twitter and Instagram @BassGuyShow. You can check out my albums on jackcasey.bandcamp.com. Thank you for your time, for supporting live music, and for being awesome. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. Thank you. Please stop. If you like this show and you'd like to see some other cool replays, well, then you can click on my junior sheriff deputy badge. What is it? Deputy. Click on the badge and click on my face. On my face, if you want to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.